Okay. Now I'm thinking maybe I'm going to put some pictures. I'm going to get some pictures together and put some pictures into this to make it a little bit more interesting. So I just go to a new page in Google Chrome, and let's say I'll put in sailing, and I'm going to have some images of sailing. So I might say I like that one. So I'm going to save image as. So I give it a name. So let's say if I call it sunset. Now, when you're naming something, it's very important. Have no spaces in the name, and I always name it as lowercase. So it's sunset sailing as JPEG. I give it a name. So there are a number of different formats for different picture images, but that's the one I'm using. So I'm putting it on the website on the desktop for now, but what the best place where you really want to put it is into the same folder where the rest of your website is. So I'm now putting it in there with index. So it'll appear down here as well. So sunsetsailing.jpg, that's the official name of it. It's important that I can see the name because I'm going to install it in here. So after I have this is my website about the sport and science of sailing, I've decided I'm going to put the picture in here. I'm going to put it in the middle of the page, and I'm going to skip a couple of lines. So I have a couple of BRs there. So that skips 2 lines, and then I'm going to center it. And again, this is spelt American spelling. And I'm putting in an image. So IMG. So that says I'm putting an image in here. And this is again another tag like the BR tag where you don't have a pair and just a single thing. So the attribute that I need to put in here is my location of the picture. So here I'm just saying to the computer, to HTML or to whatever web browser you're using, I'm saying that I'd like to put in an image here. So where is it? So the source of the image, okay, I'll be putting in here, source equals, and I called it, and I'm spelling it exactly the same as I spelt it before. Okay, so it's sunsetsailing.jpg. Now, that picture could be any size at all. So what we'll do is we'll have a look and see what size it turns out like, and then decide if we want to resize it. So I'll go back here and I'll change it. That size to me looks about right. I might decide that I want to force the picture to be bigger or smaller, so we might just do that anyway. So we can go with equals, and we think in terms of pixels. So I might decide that I want to have it 200 pixels wide, and then height equals, let's say, 150 pixels high. Now, just so we understand pixels, because it's something that you will be referring to again and again, pixels are the dots on the screen. Depending on the resolution of your computer, you think about your average computer is somewhere in the region of about 800 to 1200, or it could be 670 to 1100 wide. So I'm just bearing that in mind when I decide to resize it. So I'll just save that and see how does that look now. So it made the picture ever so slightly smaller, and we see that it skipped a line once to bring me down one line, it skipped a line again to bring me down to where the picture is. That's where those 2 BRs are that went in there. Okay.